Hello and welcome to another session. So today I want to continue on my Markdown to DMN table reader, uh, decision model and notation table. So just to recap, I have a basic DMN which I'm reading character by character. I'm not using any libraries to um, differentiate where the cell of a table or a row of a table is starting, so I'm doing everything from scratch. And when I run it, I am exactly reading the content like at once, everything at once, and then after I read everything, I output the contents of everything. So the issue I have right now is, of course, DMN comes, not DMN, Markdown comes with a set of extra characters that it's inserting in there, like the formatting of Markdown in Emacs is adding extra um, spaces, and I want to trim them, right? So you see like this text and title, right? There's like leading space, lead and trailing spaces in there. So I want to be able to take a giant string and just use that, because leading spaces and trailing are not important to us. If there are spaces in between words, then this is probably something that the writer intended to do. So without further ado, I am going to literally, in a place where I am inserting a cell, I want to add a method where I would pass in the reference to string and just delete trailing and um, you know uh, just spaces in the beginning and trailing spaces. So this is my main purpose for today. um, this part actually sucks because this is the stuff that I was doing in college and I hated that. I swore that I would never work with strings. I'm going to be a decent programmer, but here I am, being a decent programmer. I am removing extra spaces in a freaking string. Life sucks, and then you die. So I actually haven't found in documentation the way to trim it. There's always a possibility to split string into substrings, but it feels weird. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Um, so trim string. I'm possibly getting a str. Oh, it's a bad name. Cell str, and it's going to be just a reference to a string, I guess. All right, reference to a string because I am going to cut TMP. It's a string. I'm gonna pass it as a reference, and then I am going to return another string. All right, so yeah, actually, let's go to the documentation. Rust string. So I think I need to just. I was thinking about literally searching for like I wanted to go character by character, and if the current character index is space, then the starting index would be something, and then I would keep track of an index which is the last non-space thing, and then I would get a substring. But I think it's just by explaining things that I was frustrated with. I think I found a solution which is easier. Split split off. Hello world. Hello is this world. Oh, it's just substring. Crap. Truncate. So this just does that. I think I saw a method to split. Again, this is not a tutorial. I am just trying to learn Rust as I go. Split. R split. Split once. Split. So apparently there is a thing split by space. Collect. Mary had a little lamp. Mary had a little lamp, so it's split by this. An empty string would result in an empty string array. So yeah, I'm going to split it by space. Shit, I should have done this like by myself. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Every simple thing that I do as a developer always results in some searching, some testing. Delete back, delete back, delete back, db, db. All right. So cell str split. At first, let's not return anything. I'm going to output the result in print ln. So this is a split str. I am trying to develop like if I'm in C. As I mentioned, in college I was doing some stuff like that. These were the practice things that we did, right? And since I'm practicing Rust, um, I see no excuse not to do the same thing as I was doing in college. Split, not trim string at tmp, right? Is it what I want? Let's try and compile. All right. Cannot be formatted with the default formatter. Oh, it's not too bad. The only thing it's arguing is, yeah, I need to add this default formatter. Whoa. So this is interesting. So in the places where the syntax is there, it sees one space, and in other spaces. All right, so the same with description, and where there is multiple words, here is this leading space. Here is this. All right, then there's this. All right, cool. So I want to get rid of that and that and this. These are obviously strings of a length 0. So I want to filter. I want to filter the array. All right. I think I forgot how filtering works. Again, this is not a tutorial. This is me. Filter. F. So this is a part of a vector thing, right? Where is the filtering? What is this? Oh, there's a method already. Return a string slice with leading white spaces remove. Trim start and trim end. All right, cool. So this removes everything from the end. Fuck it. I still want to exercise. I wanted to filter. Filter. Okay. Rust vector filter. I mean, there's going to be a case in the future somewhere where I will need to know how to do that, and I will learn how to do that. So there's the vector of strings. There's iteration thing. Oh, this is a question. Filter something, and then collect. Bam. And yeah, let's move it to the next line. So there's a string s, and its length should be greater than 0. Whoop. Delete word, delete word. All right, so s length should be greater than 0. So I might be terribly wrong, and maybe it will leave only white spaces, but I'm not sure. Oh, nice, it did it. It did everything I want. So it actually removed empty strings. And, well, cool. I'm actually glad I was able to do it. All right, and how can I compose an array into string now? Whoops, sorry. So in JavaScript, I would be able to use a join. Yeah, apparently I cannot. So maybe I need to have a reducer to assemble these. Reduce. Rust vector reduce. So they show something like that already. Then there's a sum. No one is showing. How do you reduce in Rust? Oh. Iterator. So reduce. Find max with some iteration. Iter, reduce, accumulator, item. Accumulator and item. So apparently I should do that before collect, because this is working with a reducer. By the way, check out this fancy ASCII art. It's a cat. So before I do collect, I need to... crap. So I'm going to stop soon as I'm done with this, because I do have to go to work tomorrow, and why the hell is it not so alright, let's do it. Reduce accumulator item. Reduce accum item. Reduce parentheses. Then there's this. Where the hell is pipe? Alright. Accum and item. Alright. And I can immediately write the body of a function apparently. So this is closing. And I should return something. Find max option item. Alright, let's see if it fails. So accumulator of a string. Yeah, I actually wonder how it works. So this is going to be no, wait, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do this the wrong way since there's already functionality like this. I just want to play, okay? I'm going to create a new result string. All right. An empty string. To string as string. I think there's a method like this. Playing. All right. So yeah, I can do that. Then I will map it after filtering. Yeah, I was on the right track, but I'm insecure with Rust still, okay? Is there a for each? Filter for each. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like in JavaScript. With map, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to return a new array or something. I just want to do this. And I don't want to move anything. What the hell is move? TX? Alright, just let's see. Copy. So again, this is a waste of time for you, I guess, but not for me. For each. So the syntax was just this. So yeah, why they created this structure, I don't know. So res push. Oh, a character. I cannot push characters. Maybe append, like with oh, other string. Add the and x, and I don't need to collect, right? So remove that and see what's in the res. If it works, I might just leave it like that. Oh crap. So what is going on? Mismatched types. Let v str. Oh, I'm dumb. Since I'm doing a for each, I'm not able to write it anywhere, and it's fine. I'm not expecting the result of these operations to be written in a variable, so why the hell? Whoa. Method not found in string. No method add for struct string. All right, documentation. string, insert string with capacity, insert at 0, they just do this, but I want to append insert str at position. But I don't want to do this. I want to just append push str. Oh yeah, push str. So much pain. Push str x and x. Whoops. Yeah, that's some porn, all right. Cool. I think this should work. A move occurs. Do I actually need to move it? Fail fast. But this is how you learn. Yeah. Oh, it's just not movable, mutable. Let mute. And it's going to yell at something about ownership. I just, oh. Oh. Now it concatenated everything without a space. All right, so how do I do this? I need to add a space, but only if there's another word following, right? Oh yeah, I'll just add a check. If res len is greater than 0, then res just push a character of single character. And every time, so the first time we initialize the string as empty, so the first time it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna skip this part, and then we're gonna add this actual string that we receive, probably. So yeah, the first one will just be added. The second time we go into this iteration, he's gonna see, all right, we've got already something in the string, so let's add some. Oh yeah, leading. Actually, I am going to keep everything clean and remove all the extra white spaces because I'm playing. All right, I'm gonna use those standard methods. I just want to play and see how these things could work. All right, so now it has proper words. All right. Um, So this is interesting. I never used like embedded functions like this, um, closures, right? But now I learned how to do them. I'm not sure why there was a move in the closure, but there was something about a thread, I think. Oh, it's not here anymore. Channel. So this is probably some, yeah, it's a mutex thing, right? So that probably moves the character in the scope of a thing. So this is actually my little test, and I think it's a good place to stop. And I'm going to remove all that because I'm not going to use it, and I'm just going to remove leading characters because according to some business, some person might decide to have two white spaces, and it would make some sense maybe because there might be a different message that client or whatever might have in mind. Okay, cool. Well, this was useless actually, but do consider subscribing. Cheers.